I just recorded this whole video and then realized I didn't have the fucking microphone on, dude. I'm literally the worst commentary channel of all time. I made this video called Jalen is the worst commentary channel of all time, and in reality, it's me. Hi, my name's Tom, and today we're going to be talking about Deen the Great, the Deen the Great allegations, the Deen the Great situation. Now, Deen the Great is a YouTuber with 300,000 subscribers, and more importantly, he's an influencer boxer.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Hey, before we start this video, I know you're eager to watch it, but give me 1 second, you dig what I'm saying? We want to give a special shout out to Steak for sponsoring this video, you dig what I'm saying? I'm not here to convince you to try to go bet if you don't bet, you dig what I'm saying? I'm just trying to let you know you can make some money, you dig what I'm saying?
You know, guys, I'm really starting to dig what he's saying. But he's a pretty famous dude, and he was signed to Happy Punch Promotions, which is a boxing company owned by Keemstar, and I believe formerly co-owned by FouseyTube. I think he's out of it now. Yes, the one and only FouseyTube. Hands down, the greatest entertainer of our generation. Well, everything was going well for Deen. His life was great, awesome, super cool, until the other day when he was accused by his girlfriend, or now ex-girlfriend, of domestic abuse. She's claiming that he mistook her for his sparring partner, okay? He was doing a little bit of a 1-2, supposedly, allegedly, allegations. I filed a police report against Deen the Great, and this is why. I usually am not the one to expose someone, but this is a situation for me that I had to bring to light. I had to make a police report for my protection. He was emotionally and physically abusive towards me.
I hung up. Just get out. Just get out. Just get out. Just get out. I've never had anyone come at me like and flip the story. Because I yelled, you had to restrain me. I didn't touch you. I didn't touch you. I was right here. So you choked me?
Nobody choked you.
What was that? I wish there was a camera then. What was that?
If you're saying I told you, you're gonna tell people I told you.
Dude, what did you just do?
If you're saying I told you, you're gonna tell people I told you.
I'm not going to tell anyone anything, is what I'm saying.
No.
I don't want even to have a word about you anymore. So just go.
You're yelling out.
You're going to threaten my life. You're going to threaten to take everything from me. You're going to threaten again. You said you'd take everything away from me. Just go. Go. You said you would take everything away from me. I'm ready for it. Just go.
Now, from this video itself, it's hard to say what happened. The camera's like shaky the whole time. It's only really 40 seconds of video. You can hear him saying chill in the background and hear her screaming. We see her running, but it's really hard to say what happened here. Like, I have no idea if he hit her or not based on this video alone. And we also have this other video, which is the beginning of the interaction when the argument starts.
Yelling, dog. I swear to God, I'm gonna put this trash on your bed.
Torturing me, please. Come on.
It's not cool, right? When I wanted to leave, what was that? It's not cool, right? Of all the time I want to leave.
Oh my God. Oh my God. At least I wasn't being aggressive like that.
You don't like it, right?
I just cried.
What about when I wanted to leave, Danny? You restrained me from leaving, right?
I should have never stopped you from leaving. I should have never stopped. But I never choked. I never hurt you. I never hurt you. I never hurt you. I never hurt you.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Now you see how I feel. I got the videos, cuz. Come on, bro.
Doesn't matter. I never hurt you.
But you called the police on me.
I never
For restraining, but you go wrong with the story and say I told you.
You didn't restrain. You literally.
You said you go wrong with the story and say
What did you do right there?
So you said
What did you do right
So you're
there?
gonna say I told you, dog.
I just need to know what you did right there.
I did this. So yo, chill out.
You did not grab me there.
Yes, I did.
No, you.
I went like this, yes, but I've let.
Yes, you grabbed my.
And we can see in this video, you know, basically she's like, you don't ever lay your hands on me, you know, you don't ever hit me, that kind of thing. So it's obviously implied that at that moment, he tried to choke her or something, right? She also followed this up with another tweet saying, as far as throwing things at me and name calling, etc., I'm over here being treated like this and letting someone get away with it because of their so-called status and me feeling bad for them. I don't think this is the right way in any way to be like this to a female ever. So this is the video.
So, just to clarify, the fact that you just see in the video that there is hands being put on me, if you guys don't think that that's like wrong in itself, I don't even know what to say, because you're not supposed to do that. Regardless of whatever's happening, you're a man, you don't put hands on a female. That's all I'm gonna say. So the fact that I'm getting bullied and threatened already by certain things already is not acceptable to me. I'm not gonna tolerate the bullying. It's not okay. You just don't do that stuff. Point blank and simple. And that's it.
And then she attached a photo of herself showing her neck. You know, she's doing this thing. I do see maybe a bit of bruising on her neck, but I mean, looking at this photo, it's just hard to tell. You know, maybe there's a little bit of a redness, a little bit of a purple tint. To be honest, guys, I'm kind of colorblind, so you guys will have to be the judge of this in the comment section. But at the very least, I'm willing to believe there may be some slight bruising or marks or something there, right? With the implication from this photo being that he basically choked her out. Now, you would expect if there was some serious choking going on, there would be a more, you know, serious like color there. But Deen did respond to this actually, and he responded with a video of his own, although not of the same moment. This is clearly a different point in time before this particular heated argument took place. He prefaces it by saying, "It's sad to see someone you care about go through such mental stress. I went over there last night to break up with Kimchi, but she couldn't take it, and now she's trying to switch the story and create a false narrative.
I would never touch or hit a woman."
Move that.
Move,
You're not doing that. Get that out of my
bro.
face.
Move, bro.
Get it out of my face.
Move, bro.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face. That's not
Get your
cool.
hand out of my fucking hands. I can record whatever the fuck I want. At this point, you give me no choice. I've been stuck in this for 3 hours.
Well,
I've been wanting to leave for the longest. Why the fuck can I leave, Danny?
because I don't want you to go. Because I don't want you to go.
So in this video, we see him filming her. He's trying to leave through the door, and she's saying like, "No, I don't want you to leave. You can't leave." She's blocking the door. And at this moment, she does not appear to be filming anything really. Like, he's the only one filming. Now, it's possible, I mean, just to speculate here a bit, it is possible that he tried to leave, and that's where the force was applied. But as for her neck, clearly she thinks there's some serious bruising right there that she wants to show. Trying to leave would not really explain choking, right? If you're trying to exit a door, you don't really need to choke someone to get out of that situation, right? Especially if it's a girl and you're a guy. Like, if she's really physically blocking you and she's not letting you leave, you can just kind of nudge her out of the way. She's gonna move, okay? Now, Deen goes on to post some messages calling her unstable, and he actually didn't even blur her phone number. We're gonna blur that here out of courtesy for the accuser, but he didn't even blur her phone number, so I bet her phone's blowing up right now with pictures of Pepe the Frog and you know, requests for feet pictures, I assume. Did I mention she does OnlyFans? Maybe I should have mentioned that. Listen, she's famous too or something. She does OnlyFans. And Deen goes on to post some messages calling her unstable. Here we have the messages. She's saying, "Thank you. Is there any way you can come tomorrow? I need to leave now or I'm going to the hospital. I need to go somewhere now. If you can't understand coming tomorrow, to just get the NyQuil or go to the store yourself and just think about me for once. I'm not good. So please just let me go get help. I have to leave now." And the next few messages are her basically repeating the same thing. She says she needs help. She says she needs to go to some mental health facility. I assume that's what she's referencing anyway, like some kind of like, you know, psych ward or something. And the text messages, like the last thing in there is her saying, "This isn't about you, so just know that too. I'm fucked up in the head." She says that. She says, "I'm fucked up in the head." So the implication here from these messages from Deen, his side, is like, oh, you know, this bitch crazy, okay? She's mentally unstable. He's saying she just lied about the whole thing as a way to ruin his reputation. And there may be some truth to her being mentally unstable. I mean, from these messages, she doesn't seem to be the most level-headed person of all time. You know, he's saying this crazy, she's trying to ruin my whole reputation, ruin my boxing career. And there may be some truth, but I feel like he should address the video in question, because rather than just discount the narrator, it's important to talk about what she's actually accusing you of. And thankfully, he did actually respond to that. He said, "Bro, the screenshots of her saying I'm mentally unstable, I need to go to the hospital, was 1 hour before I went over to her house in the beginning. I'm literally grabbing my second phone so I can leave, because she likes to hold me hostage," which is what all the tussling noise is. The tussling noise is referring to like all the shaking and whatever, you know, which is why the video is so hard to tell what happened. Then she screams and throws herself on the ground. Then as I tried to help her up, she ran away screaming, "Help me," and sprints out of the house. And there actually is a picture from one of these videos that appears to be him trying to help her up or something. It's hard to totally tell what's going on there. But if you go on the Twitter right now, you can see it looks like his hand trying to hold her hand and help her up when she's laying on the ground. It's super blurry. It's kind of hard to tell what I'm looking at exactly. But yeah, I mean, we do have this picture at the very least, right? And also with this situation, we also have some girl. I think she's another OnlyFans girl. I guess Deen likes OnlyFans chicks. I don't know. Swag like iDubbbz. But it's a girl claiming to be Deen's ex-girlfriend who also vouched for him, saying that he would never hit a woman in her experience. He was never physically with her, which I mean doesn't, you know, if he is guilty of this one thing, doesn't prove his innocence, but you know, it lends a little bit of credibility, right? Now Deen went on to post another video of his girlfriend Kimchi, showing, I guess, him trying to leave and her still being confrontational and being like,
"No, why do you want to leave? Why are you mad at me? Why are we breaking up, you know?"
He then posts her out in the hallway, like just sitting there. She's just she's posted up, okay? She's chilling. Bing bong. And finally, Deen also posted like a longer 45-second or so video response to everything, where his like manager or something comes in and is like, "Just crazy, man."
Since Happy Punch dropped me, bro, Keem trying to plot against me. This girl, they probably all planning this shit, bro. You dig what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Obviously, as y'all see my side, there's always two sides to the story, bro. But as a man that's going up, bro, there's always gonna be a female or somebody that's gonna try to ruin that shit. and they're gonna try to f up your name, man. That's f***ed up, man. But as y'all see, man, she's clearly not stable in the head. I wish her the best, bro. But this clout chasing, clout is a f***ing drug. And I got my videographer here, right?
Yo, she is crazy. When we were at Tennessee, so many times I had to try to calm her down because she was screaming like crazy, trying to get in his face. I was even triggered when I was in the room over makeup. She's over here yelling. Like, this kid's been through a lot. Like, she is lying out her teeth.
There you have it.
It's pretty crazy to wish someone the best, considering, I mean, according to Deen anyway, she just fucking falsely accused him of beating her, right? I'd say that in like the top 5 like worst things you can do, probably number 1 is like being a pedophile. Probably number 2 is like hitting a woman. That's probably number 2. People rank like beating a girl worse than like murder, I would say, societally. Top 5 most heinous acts of all time. Number 10, asking Kimchi for pictures of her feet via her phone number. Thank you, Deen the Great. But in this video, he also says something about Keemstar. You may have noticed this.
Since Happy Punch dropped me, bro, Keem trying to plot against me.
He sort of implies that this whole thing is some like covert, operation to get him canceled, and it's all orchestrated by Keemstar. Now, why is he saying this? Why would he even bring up Keemstar? What does he have to do with this? Well, as I mentioned, Deen was signed to Happy Punch, and the reason that he's saying this is because right before all this went down, Deen actually got kicked from Happy Punch, and he had to leave the promotion company, right? And Happy Punch was instrumental in making him famous and helping him get like, boxing stuff with Misfits, and so that was a big hit to his career, I would say. So he's saying basically Keemstar is mad that he left, and now he's trying to fuck with his career or something. He made this tweet on August 16th, hey, that's my birthday, saying Keem just dropped me from Happy Punch, and no explanations given for why he was dropped or anything. He just says he was dropped, and yeah, I mean, at the time he didn't give any explanation. One person did ask why, and the only reply really is just saying G7 is why. And a few other comments here mention G7 as well. As it turns out, G7 is apparently the name of FouseyTube's fan base. He's always like
G7 wins or whatever.
G7 is also a boxing promotion company that he's starting. And why would he do that? Why would he start a boxing promotion company? Well, when Fousey left Happy Punch, he claimed like he hated working there. Keem claimed that Fousey like did nothing for the business and wasn't really helping them at all. So he's not really like, shedding a tear over Fousey leaving, I guess. But when Fousey was on stream having his mental breakdown, the one I covered like a few days ago, roll a clip. Play that shit.
Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God, Keem? You well, could you come ask me? You wanted me to expose your boys that sold fake crypto coins? The waitress just spilled Diet Pepsi all over my new laptop. I was broke.
When he was having this mental breakdown recently, he was talking about how he's starting his own boxing promotion company, basically just to spite Keemstar, right? Just to with the guy. So the conspiracy, basically, the theory behind all of this is that Keemstar is the puppet master. He's orchestrating this entire thing. He's just like a total evil manipulator who got this girl to try to cancel Deen out of spite for going to Fousey's company after being kicked from Happy Punch, right? Now, there's no evidence to this theory other than the timing, but I guess it's kind of a convenient narrative for the fans to push, and Deen doesn't have much to gain from disputing this, considering what he's being accused of, right? He wants the fans on his side. So it kind of just puts a nice ribbon on his story, right? Now it's not just this girl that's accusing him. Now it's like, oh, the girl's accusing him because of Keemstar. Keemstar put her up to it or something. And then it ties into his career, which is boxing. So it's a nice story to sell. I don't really believe it, to be honest. I don't know if that's true. I'm not saying he's like directly lying. He may very well believe that, but obviously in a situation like this, he's going to do things to his own benefit for his own survival, really. And so I don't think that arguing with the fans over that is really something he's interested in. He's just going to be like, well, that's what happened. Whatever. Keemstar, cancel me, man. You dig? You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying, man? Is that the new, like, you feel me? You dig? This is the new like nervous tick people do. It used to be and then it was, you feel me? Yeah, man, you feel me? I just be making commentary videos and sucking dicks, you feel me? And now it's you dig? You dig me? You dig what I'm saying? Now, Deen did end up doing an IRL stream where he talked to Fousey and gave his side of why he was dropped from Happy Punch. But keep in mind, this is before he was accused of domestic abuse.
I got dropped from Happy Punch, y'all, simply because I was friends with Fousey and still talking to Fousey. So Keem felt some type of way about me still talking to Fousey and me having conversations with Fousey. Mind you, Fousey's on live 24/7, so every conversation I have is on a live recording. When Hasim called me, because Hasim was with Fousey, Fousey said, yo, brother, when you signing to G7? I said, word for word, bar for bar. I said, bro, goddamn, I'm gonna need goddamn, if it make money, it makes sense, right? They took that clip, sent it to me. What the f does this mean, Deen? You're gonna sign it? What do you mean? If it makes money, it makes sense. Oh, you're just gonna go over there, bro? What's the term you use with Eddie Hearn? Eddie Hearn poaches fighters all the time.
All the time, poachers.
All these promoters poach fighters all the time. Yeah, if you make money.
Somebody even tweeted it. A fan tweeted it. They were like, "How is Happy Punch gonna get mad at Deen for what's the word when you
look for other opportunities
for entertaining another offer?" You can't get mad at somebody for entertaining another offer.
Doesn't make any sense.
And he just claimed it was because he was friends with Fousey, and that's why Keem dropped him directly here. He was like, it's because I was kind of, you know, playing the field a little bit, trying to get some money. I'm friends with Fousey. I think there was one tweet from Deen where he was like, well, I'll go where the money goes, in reference to G7, and that was before he was kicked from Happy Punch. So I think that probably what happened is Keemstar saw that, you know, this guy was kind of like trying to see who would give him the most money. He was going to leave Happy Punch, maybe if he could get a little more. And Keem was like, well, if you really don't want to be here, like, I'll just kick you out, right? And lastly, Kimchi posted a statement saying, "You never put hands on a female," a few times, not to mock her, but I mean, she did say that. That's basically her final statement, is like, you know, he touched me or whatever, and that's not cool. Now, like, this is a situation where it's hard to form an opinion on what definitely did or definitely didn't go down, because we weren't there. I wasn't there, you weren't there, so it's really hard for either of us to say, like, well, I know Deen is telling the truth, or I know she's telling the truth. But when you're being accused of a crime, generally the system we go for, at least the system I go for, is innocent until proven guilty. And as far as I'm concerned, Deen the Great has yet to be proven guilty of domestic abuse. We know there was some altercation where maybe he touched her or something. I don't know if that constitutes abuse. I don't know if he like aggressively choked her. I don't know if he was trying to just push her out of the way a little bit. We really don't know what happened, you know? I will say, I've seen no proof that Keemstar had anything to do with this situation, other than him saying like it's not cool to hit women or whatever, which is not a very like, that's not a very like hot take. Like, obviously everyone's gonna say something like that. It's not cool to hit women. He didn't directly say like, you know, Deen is definitely guilty, Deen's a piece of shit, nor did he say, oh, I orchestrated the whole thing. And there's zero evidence as of yet that Keemstar was like the puppet master trying to get this guy's career ruined, right? Obviously he's mad or a little bit salty, just a little salty over him going to G7 or whatever, but I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal to him that he would manipulate this entire situation. I just don't see it. Now, one thing that is important is she did file a police report, and that's not evidence that, you know, it definitely went down at all, because a police report is just an accusation, but it's not in the public eye. It's an accusation to the police, to the government, claiming that something happened. That being said, most people don't even do that, okay? She did the bare minimum. She apparently filed a police report. Nobody does that. Everybody these days gets raped, and it's like, did you file a police report? And it's like, no. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like that's the bare minimum. I'm glad she did that, you know? But beyond that, dog, it's anyone's guess, really. In these, you know, interpersonal situations, you just never know. You never know. And especially because it's behind closed doors, probably a bad thing to take a side right away. It's best to wait until more proof or evidence comes out before you decide definitely what happened. And to be honest, I don't think we'll get any more proof on these accusations, considering that the two of them basically just instantly blew each other up on Twitter and posted all the proof they had immediately. Unless he like goes to jail or something, or she has CCTV footage of him fucking punching her in the head, of him, you know, sparring with her neck. I don't think there's any like reasonable expectation that we're gonna have any more evidence in this case, or that he's gonna go to jail. I really have a sinking feeling that this is gonna be the last we hear about the Deen the Great situation. In the end, I wish everyone well. Hope everyone's happy. I hope that those who use their wives or girlfriends as sparring partners go to jail, and I hope that those who are innocent of using their wives as sparring partners don't go to jail. Hot take. That's my take. Thanks for watching. Just a little bit of a side note here. As we were getting the video edited, as we were editing it, Kimchi deleted all of her posts about this. Thankfully, I had it all archived, but yeah. Your mom is my friend. We've been hanging out a lot recently. Bye. And if you liked this video, consider becoming a member. For $5 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts, unreleased videos, and the members-only Minecraft server. Thanks so much to all of my YouTube members who fund my content.